Hey beauties, so today I want to show you my vanity. I want to tell you guys where I got all the things. I DIY'd it, and I want to show you my makeup collection. So if you're interested in watching that, then just keep on watching. So I'm gonna start off first with the vanity and the lights. I got the lights off of Amazon, and the wood I got it on Home Depot, and this one as well. I'll have down in the description below the measurements, and I'll kind of explain what I did. And I also got the mirror on Home Depot, and the drawers I got on Michael's. I got them on sale for like, I want to say between $30 and $40. So yeah, you guys, so this I had to attach with nails. I don't know if you can see it right there, because the nail was too long, but these I had to attach, as well as the one right here on the bottom, and I attached it to this wood right here so it wouldn't fall forward. So yeah, you guys, that's how I did it. It's pretty basic. I can link down below where I got the idea to creating this frame, and I can also link down below the Amazon lights. I decided to go with these because I was trying to find the what you call it, the lighting bar. I tried Home Depot and I tried Lowe's, and I had to order them online, and I didn't really want to wait a long time to do my vanity. So I just went on Amazon. I want to say I DIY'd my vanity. I did it myself. So it was getting kind of expensive getting the lighting bar. So I just decided to go with something a lot cheaper. And the lights were 20 bucks, and it's a set of 10 lights. So I have 20 lights total for $40. So that I thought that was a really good deal. And now the cool part about it is that I touch that button right here, and I touch this one right here, and it lights up so good, you guys. I just love these lights. The only thing I don't like, since my original idea was with the lighting bar, so the cables were gonna be hidden behind the bar, but nobody comes to visit me. Nobody really actually looks at my vanity, so that really doesn't bother me that much. So yeah, you guys, if you have any questions on anything that you want to know, just leave them down below and I'll answer them for you. So moving on to my makeup collection. Up here I have my go-to eyeshadow brushes, and I've been filming like crazy, so they are a bit dirty. I do apologize for that. These are all the brushes I use for my eye. And then here I have my lipsticks. Like, these are like my to-go lipsticks, the one that I've been using non-stop. So we have Shook by Kylie Cosmetics. We have Gerard Cosmetics Wild Berry Tart. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Then I have, oh my goodness, I didn't think I was gonna like this lip liner, but I actually do. This is the NYX or NYX Soft Spoken. I also have the Revlon Shameless Matte Lipstick. This is such a beautiful color. And I have my all-time favorite, Gerard Cosmetics Hydro Matte Ruby Slipper. This is a must. This is kind of a dark red with glitter. I like bold colors, so I really don't mind wearing it anytime or any season. One would be more of a fall lipstick. And then I have these from Gerard Cosmetics Kimchi Doll. I like that one paired with the Revlon one. And I'll have 1995, my ultimate nude favorite nude lipstick. And then I have Rodeo Drive. This is also kind of like a pinky mauve nude. It's also a beautiful color. And now moving on to my drawers. This one is my palette drawer. I have a whole bunch of palettes that I really don't use a lot or that I need, but I'm a hoarder, so I like having them. So I'm just gonna go through them really quick. I have the Take Me to Brazil BH Cosmetics. These were my favorite when I got them. I got them when I was in Puerto Rico, and I absolutely love these palettes, or used to love them a lot. I haven't played with these in a while, but this one was my absolute favorite. Let me see if I can open it. There we go. And what I loved about this one is because it has like green and a lot of browns and purples. But these, like the green, the browns, were like my go-to. So yeah, I have those. I have, man, this was one of my most expensive palette that I've ever bought. But I treasure it. I haven't used it in a while, but this is such a good palette to have, and even more if you're a makeup artist. I think this is such a really good palette to have in your kit. Now it is a little bit expensive, but I mean, you can charge whatever you want because you know you have really good products. Moving on, I have the Dream palette. This is from Sigma and Beauty Bird. Beauty Bird is one of my favorite YouTubers. I've been watching her for years, since I got here to the States. And me use this palette. It's such a beautiful palette. The only thing about it is that the black doesn't work very well, but I mean the rest of the palette is beautiful. Then I have the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. I have the first one and the second one. I did a tutorial on the second one, and I did a tutorial on the first one. You guys can go check them out. I also have this Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette, and this one I got as a gift. I don't remember if it was for the holidays, or I know it was my cousin who gave it to me. But I've used this one not a lot because I do find a few cool tone neutrals, and I do like cool tone neutrals, but I'm more into warm tone neutrals. So I've used it, but not as much. Then I have my Kylie, I think it's the Peach palette or something like that. I don't know. I have this Kylie palette, which I only used once in a video, and I didn't really like it as much. The purple didn't perform like I thought it would. The blue is really nice, and the neutral shades, they're nice, but I mean for the price and the colors, like it's a no for me. Next I have this Per Cosmetics, and this one came in one of my boxer charms. Oh my goodness, I'm having trouble showing you guys. I can't do this with one hand. But this is such a beautiful palette. I don't know, I haven't played with it as much. I did swatch it, and I think I used it once, but I haven't used it like that. Look at that black though. Such a beautiful color. But yeah, you guys, this is my first drawer of my eyeshadow palettes, and I had a lot more palettes in here, but it was getting heavy and it didn't want to close properly, so I had to do a second drawer of palettes. And I have the Riviera palette from Anastasia. This is such a beautiful palette for during the summer. It has a lot of vibrant colors. I also have this Anastasia Prism palette, and I used it a few times. Then I have this Tarte palette. So this is my first ever expensive palette that I bought. I was back in Puerto Rico when I bought it, and I remember I was so excited when I got it. and I used it a lot. It doesn't look like it, but I used it a lot. And this shade right here, Power Player, that was my favorite shade to do my eyebrows. Now I did say that the MAC was the most expensive I bought. It is, but it wasn't the first one I bought, so that's why this one was the first one. I also have the Dominique Latte palette, and this one has received some love. You can tell by the packaging, but again, I haven't used it completely. It looks brand new, look untouched, but believe me, I've played with this a lot. Next up, we have my daughter's favorite eyeshadow palette. This is the ColourPop My Little Pony palette, and I've used this one, and as you can tell, somebody played with it as well. My son came through my drawers and he did a mess to them, and that's a whole nother story. Next up is this Kylie Jenner palette. This is a pretty palette, but I think I only used it maybe once or twice. The colors are stunning, and the pigmentation on them, it's amazing. It's just, I don't know, it's not like your everyday colors that I would wear. I don't know, I just bought it because it was, you know, Kylie Jenner is a holiday palette, but I didn't really use it as much. Next up is Makeup Geek, and this is the one they did in collaboration with Manny MUA. And like I told you guys, I had my son playing with my makeup. He did a mess, but this is also a beautiful palette. I did play with it a few times, but again, I forgot about it. Next up is the Lorac Pro Matte palette, and this one I played with it probably once or twice, and that's it. It is a really nice palette to throw like in your purse. So next up is this Naked 3 palette from Urban Decay, and this is my first ever expensive palette that I had, but I didn't buy this one. My mom and my aunt, they bought it for me because I remember this palette came out, and back in Puerto Rico, Sephora was like 2 hours away from me, so I didn't have the chance to go to the store and try it out myself and decide if I wanted to buy it or not. But I was seeing it online, and I remember telling my mom, I don't know who was coming to visit, but I remember telling her, hey, can you buy it for me, and can this person bring it to me? I'll give you guys the money. I remember telling her, I'll give you guys the money, please, I need it. And they bought it for me. They didn't charge me anything. And this palette was expensive. Well, they are expensive, they're like $50, but it's such a beautiful palette, you guys. And I used this palette non-stop. Every time I would go on a date with my husband, at the time my boyfriend, I would use this palette. So I'm not throwing that away, even though it's like God knows how many years old. I'm not throwing that away. That's like my most precious palette I have. Next up is this Lorac Pro palette, and I bought this because I saw Beauty Bird do a video with this palette, and her look came out so beautiful that I went out and bought it. I did use it, and I think I did maybe 1 or 2 videos with this palette, and I used it a few times. Next up is this Morphe palette. And when I saw it online, I'm like, oh, that's such a beautiful palette. Like, I need it. Girl, I only used it probably once. I swatched it, and then I probably used it once, and that's it. So yeah, that's been sitting in my makeup drawer. You guys, this palette was my all-time favorite when it came out. And this one I did show a lot of love. I wish I would come out with another palette like this, or like a sister palette to this or something, because you guys, and I stopped using it because whenever I went to purchase another one, they were already sold out. They weren't doing it anymore. And as you can see, I did hit pan on 2 of them, and I was close to hitting pan on that one. And I'm like, nope. And this one was one of my favorites as well, and I'm like, no, I cannot use up that palette completely because then I'll go nuts. So I stopped using it, but that was my all-time favorite palette. Now this one I got on a gift exchange last December, and it was from my friend Melly. She does YouTube as well. I'll link her down below so you guys can go check her out. And I absolutely love the color scheme on this palette. So that's it for my eyeshadow palette drawers. Now moving on, we have my lipstick drawer, and it is a hot mess, you guys. I really don't need all those lipsticks, but I keep collecting them. So I have a lot of brands here. I have Too Faced. I have, what is this, Rimmel. I have Rimmel here, more Too Faced. I have a YSL lipstick. This is such a beautiful color. It's red. I have Elf. I have Milani. I have Mary Kay. I have, I'm not gonna show you that one because that's something I'm working on. I have Kylie Cosmetics. I have Kat Von D. This is such a beautiful color for the fall. I have Anastasia. Like, I have a whole lot of brands here, really good brands. I have NYX. This is such a beautiful nude. I have Smashbox, Bite Beauty, you name it, I have it, probably. But yeah, you guys, these are new lipsticks and lip liner that I got on my Gerard Cosmetics. I think it was the mystery box or the, I don't remember what box, but it was a box that I got. Then I have all my lip liners here because I don't have another plastic thing like this to put my lip liners and my new lipsticks, so I just left it there. Now moving on to this drawer, I have my lashes, you guys. If you didn't know, I do have a lash business. It's Danisha Lee Beauty. And then I have all my like eyelash tools, glue, and my razors. That's how I do my brows, those razors. I also do have these lashes I got. I can't remember who sent them to me, but I didn't find them dramatic enough. I didn't wear these. I haven't worn them. So yeah, you guys, this is my lash drawer. I have these Kiss lashes, Naked Drama. Those look really nice. I was recently organizing my drawers and I found them. That's why I haven't used them. These lashes are my personal ones. These are not the ones that I sell to people. I also have a palette that I was working on. I'm gonna show you guys the colors. I use this palette a lot. Again, a lot of companies are coming out with new products, so I do like to try them as well. So yeah, you guys, this is my lash drawer. Now moving on, this is my hair tools, oils, heat protectant drawer. I have my flat iron, I have my curling wand, my curling iron, obviously my brush, my blow dryer, hair oil, and heat protectant. This one I got on a influencer box, and that one's really good, and I saw it at Walmart, so it's not expensive. It's really affordable if you guys want to try it out, and it smells really good. So moving on to the next drawers, this is my foundation and concealer drawer. So right now I'm using the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea and also the Dewy and Smooth. I absolutely love this NARS foundation, but I ran out of it, and because I want to repurchase it, I just left it here so I would remember the shade I was using and the one that I was using, because they do have different foundations that are hydrating, but I really like this one. So yeah, you guys, also have some matte foundations. These two would have to be my my go-to during the summer. So moving on to the concealers, I like almost all the concealers that I have here. I really stopped using this one. I don't know if it's because I found newer ones and then I forgot about it. I would have to give this one a try again and see why I stopped using it. And then the next one, that one I felt like it would crease a lot under my eyes, so I stopped using that one. Then I have my Maybelline Fit Me. This is a holy grail. Also the NARS, but this one's expensive. So a dupe for this one is the Maybelline one. And this one I recently bought and used on one of my videos. And it's a yellow. It's kind of yellow. It's banana. And it's really good actually. I thought it was gonna be really light, but it actually turned out really good. And this one is also one of my favorites. Maybelline kills it when it comes to foundation and concealer. And obviously the naked one is really good, but again, it's really expensive. Then I have here my loose translucent powder. This is the one that I've been using right now because I am out of the Laura Mercier. But this one is a really good dupe for that. And then I have my earrings with my name on them. On to the next drawer, I have my face brushes and more eyeshadow brushes. And then I have some Sigma brush shampoo. I haven't tried this. I have two of them. I haven't tried them. I like to use the Sote bar soap. I also have this micellar water that I got on one of my influencer boxes, and that is it for that drawer. Moving on to this one, I have highlighting, blush, and bronzer palette or bronzer drawer. I have a lot of different brands here. This palette would have to be my ultimate favorite one to contour and highlight. And for my blush, this would have to be the palette that I absolutely love. And right now I'm loving the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop, but my ultimate favorite one is the Tarte's palette. But I do like every single thing here. I do use it, not often, but I do use them. And then back here, because I didn't find space for this, I have like my paints. If I feel like creating, you know, something different, I have that there. And the brushes, I have them up here for the paints. Now moving on to this drawer, it's a mess. I have my primers here. This has to be my all-time favorite primer. I used to mix this one. I ran out of it, but I left it here so I could remind myself that I need to buy it. But these products are so expensive, you guys. So that's why I pulled back on them. But I used to use that primer and mix it in with my NARS foundation, and let me tell you guys, that's a game changer. If you have that primer and the foundation, try it and then let me know. Also I have here some liners, eyeliners, and some glitters. I have Lena Lashes, Be Soothed, and Cynthia Set. That's a Puerto Rican makeup artist. She started her own brand. She's from my hometown, so I did take, I think it was a class or two of makeup with her, so I decided to buy some products from her. I also have this eyeshadow like pigment not palette, tower, and I also got it from her. I haven't used that in a while. I also have my all-time favorite setting spray or glow mist, whatever you want to call it. I have the Gerard Cosmetics setting spray. I have some eyeshadow primers, Lorac, Urban Decay, Too Faced, Smashbox. You guys, if you haven't tried the Smashbox primer water for your face, that is my all-time favorite primer. It's expensive, you guys. So moving on, I have mascaras and then my brow products. I don't do much to my brows, so I just like paint them and that's it. So that's why I don't have like a lot of stuff for my brows. I just use the dip brow. And I've used this one, but I feel like this one is a tad bit lighter than I would like my brows to look. So that's why I use the Anastasia one. And lastly, I have all the new products that I buy that I want to use, that I want to try. So I have this e.l.f. It's a cleanser. Then I have another foundation for the summer. I have this, actually I got as a gift. I have a illuminating mineral veil, and what is this? A Bare Radiance. These are from Bare Minerals. Then I have another Tarte foundation, and I have the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And yeah, you guys, that is it. My vanity tour / makeup collection. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below any video ideas you would like to see me create. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.